Hey, I am going to share with you 2 reasons why you should share your story, and I'm going to give you a warning right off the bat. By doing this, you will get new customers and clients and people throwing their credit cards at your face, like my friend Molly Mahoney says. And so, forewarning, you will get customers by doing this if it's done effectively. So, I'm going to share with you today 2 reasons why you should share your story, and you should share your story more often. So, hold up. Before we get into this, I want you to remember at the end of the day, the person you're talking to, your audience, your prospective client, or prospective customer doesn't really care about you. They care about what's in it for them, what you can do for them. So when we go through the 2 benefits of sharing our story, I want you to keep that in mind, okay? We need to learn to share our story from their perspective and how they see it come across. And some of you may be thinking like, oh, I don't even have a story. Like I have a normal life, nothing, no extremes, no highs, no lows, And I want to tell you, I don't have like this rags to riches story either. The thing is, people can actually relate to that. I was tired of missing out on the people and the things that meant the most to me in life. Can you relate to that? Absolutely. And it's actually more relatable than these extreme, amazing, heart-wrenching stories, right? And so there are actually 2 really cool things that your story will do if done effectively. And these 2 things are worth writing down. They're worth sharing with someone else that you know who also wants customers, who wants people to buy their service, buy their products, or work with them, all right? So go ahead and you can share this to your team pages, to chat groups, to groups with entrepreneurs, whatever it is. And as always, I appreciate it. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Liz Medley, and I do weekly Facebook Lives, and I teach tips and tricks on how to build a freaking amazing business, a cool life, and to show up with confidence. I'm also the creator of an online community called Messy Buns in Business. If you're part of the MBB, drop a hashtag MBB below. I want to know where you are at. If you want to be a part of Messy Buns in Business, it is a place for entrepreneurs to toss their hair up, share ideas, cuss, and have some fun. After this is over, you can search in the Facebook search bar, just search Messy Buns in Business, and you'll be able to find the group, answer the questions, and we will get you added to the community. So let's go ahead and get started with this. As always, with all of my live shows, I like to give a gift of the written version of this show. So if you want the show notes to this, just comment Liz List, LizList, and Lulubot will send you over the written version of this Facebook Live. All right, so why should you share your story? Tip number 1. And maybe you do share your story, but maybe you need to share it more often, all right? So when you tell your story, what your story does is it helps people to relate to you. It makes you relatable. People will connect to you through your stories, through your problems, and even through your wins. So this is going to help the person, potential customer, your audience, whoever you are speaking to. It's going to help them see themselves in you, right? So your story tells them about maybe a problem that you faced and how you found a solution. Maybe it was a product, maybe it was a service, maybe it was the business opportunity that solved the problem that you were facing, right? I was tired of missing out on the people and the things that meant the most to me. I found a different online business model that allowed me to spend more time and stop missing out on family events and dinners and sporting events with doing the things that matter the most to me with the people that matter the most, right? And so they're gonna relate. They're gonna be able to connect to you, and possibly they have that exact same problem. Okay, so listen, it's gonna take a lot of practice. It's gonna take a lot of practice, and it's really hard in the beginning. And every time I go live, I work on my story. How can I share little bits and pieces of my story that make sense to you, right? It's not about me. It's about how can I share this to help you. And, same thing. I always practice when somebody says, well, what do you do? When they ask me, what do? I practice my story, right? And if you go back and watch my videos from when I very first started doing lives back in, I think lives became available in 2016. And before that, I was recording trainings for you. If you go on this business page, click videos, scroll down, you're going to be shocked, one, how many videos I have, but the progression and how my stories evolved and how my stories changed and how I've gotten better at it and how I've switched it up and that really sucked. So it's going to take a lot of practice, okay? Let's see. Where was I at? Let's see. Yeah, it takes practice. And then here's the thing. When you can get the person you're speaking to relate to you, or they feel like they are similar to you, it's really going to open a door up for you to be able to share your message. And it helps them become more receptive. Like, they want to listen. Oh, I can relate to that. Oh, I know what she's talking about. Oh, I felt that too. Like, and their ears just open up and they're more receptive to hearing what you have to say. And you're going to connect with them on a really emotional level. So let's move on to tip number 2 on why you should share your story and why you should share your story more. I wish I had a cup of water down here. I always have a beverage right in front of me, and I left it at the staircase. I'm like, anybody else get like that? No, I'm like drinking water all the time. So, okay, let's carry on. Just making sure that I'm not missing any of your guys' comments and questions, anything you got going on. Okay, again, if you want the written version of this, just comment Liz List, Lizlist in the comments, and you can have the written version of this, and you don't have to take notes, okay? So tip number 2 on why you should share your story. Your story is going to help create curiosity as like what you do, what problems you solve. If I'm coaching you, you know that this goes hand in hand with why you should brand yourself and not your company. So your story really helps create curiosity and wanting making people want more. They will crave, like they just have to know more about give me all the details, right? I have a similar issue to her. I wonder exactly what it was that she did to accomplish this. What is it, right? What is this online strategy Liz started using that she never misses out with on her family events, right? So it creates curiosity, you become relatable, and at the end of the day, again, your prospect does not care about you, they care about what you can do for them, all right? And listen, let's wrap this up. I don't want to keep you long, but facts tell, stories sell. You don't want to be salesy. No one wants to be salesy, right? And no one wants to be sold to. We want to be able to find customers and clients and business partners that get you, that get us, right? We want the type of people that can relate to us, our kind of people, right? So keep sharing your story. Hone in on your craft of sharing your story and telling your story, and what can be left out, what can you include. And I'm actually going to do a 4-step process next Tuesday, right here, on how you can create your story. What are the steps to it? But I want you to understand why it's really, really important and how you're going to get customers from it, because they're going to be able to emotionally relate to you. They're going to see where you're coming from, right? And then you're going to create enough curiosity that they want to know the details. They want to know more. All right? So practice, work on it. Don't be afraid, you guys, to use it, and use it in real life conversations. When you're talking with someone, maybe you call your BFF like, hey, can I share this with you? Just practice it. Go with it. And listen, I believe in you, and my wish is for you to believe in yourself. I'll talk to you soon. See you next Tuesday. Bye.